you set your pace, you setting the tone for your own life. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You have thoughts that are your thoughts. You do the things that make you happy, and you're staying focused on what you're supposed to do to get the results that you're trying to receive at the end. But unfortunately, sometimes we lose sight of that, and we feel like what this person might have over here, we want as well. And unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Just because this is someone else's plan and the way that they have it set up is obviously working for them, you think that it will work for you. But unfortunately, that doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Someone else's plan is not your plan. I ran this distance race. It was 3,200. I was in a position where I was running against people in a pack, all of my competitors with me, just side by side. We're all trying to basically fight up to the front, but we're also trying to set our own pace and set our own tone in the race so that we don't lose our endurance. We don't lose that ability to stay up with every single person. And time goes on, the laps go by, and people start falling behind, and I'm still up there. I'm continuing to fight, and when I get up there to the person that is in the front, completely in the front, and I'm staying with her the whole time. And I feel like we're running this race, but I feel like instead of me running my race, instead of running the way that I'm supposed to run, what I've been practicing this whole time that's leading up to this race, I wasn't running my race. I was running her race. I was running side by side with her, trying to keep up with her. She, by the way, has long legs and I have shorter legs, so I'm trying to keep up with her as much as possible, and it's taking me some time to get up there and stay up there, and I'm losing my cool. I'm losing I'm losing the opportunity of being calm in a situation. I'm anxious. I'm breathing so much, so fast, and I'm not staying the course. I'm not staying focused in what I'm supposed to do. Long story short, I didn't do so good. I fell behind, but I had an amazing opportunity, of course, to be able to do it again. So the next time comes around, I believe it was next year, I was able to go ahead and run the same race. I said to myself, I'm not going to give up this time. I'm going to make sure that I stay the course, that I stay on my pace, and stay focused on what I'm supposed to do, what I practiced, and leading up to this opportunity, I'm not going to give up so much on myself. I'm going to make sure that I stay calm, do what I'm supposed to do in order to get to the finish line, in order to win this race. So I did the same thing. I made sure that I stayed in the pack. I made sure that the people that fell behind were not falling on me, and I made sure that I kept pushing myself up to the front. Now, of course, the person in front had longer legs, but I didn't allow that to get into my head and make me feel like because she has longer legs that I'm not able to do my job and make things happen for myself in order to win this race. So I said to myself, I'm going to stay focused this time. I'm going to stay the course. I'm going to run at my own pace. I'm going to make sure that my endurance is long lasting, okay, for these entire 8 laps, because I want to make sure that I am doing what I'm supposed to do in order to make sure that I win this race. So I did that. I stayed the course. I didn't worry about how long her legs were. I made sure that my breathing was correct and that it was at the level that it was supposed to be, that my anxiety was low as well. I was calm. I was comfortable, and I basically ran my race, and I did what I said that I was going to do. I set out to set my pace. She, at the end of the day, even though I had shorter legs, she was running my race. She was trying to keep up with me. And I got to the point where I had my coach running at different corners, being able to coach me and tell me to keep pushing. And so towards the end, I was able to break away from her and go ahead and run that like 2 laps very, very fast and not have her on the side of me. I finally was able to run my race. So that's what I'm bringing to you today. Run your own race. Don't worry about what somebody is doing in front of you or behind you or on both sides of you. Don't worry about what is going on around you, because that's how you get distracted. Make sure that you stay focused and make sure that you run your own pace. I want to leave you with 2 scriptures. The first one is Matthew chapter 21 verse 21, and that talks about you basically doing what you set out to do. If you say that you want to try and move this mountain, if you basically this obstacle in your life, if you say that you want to be able to do that and you want to make a difference, then go ahead and do that. But in order to do that, you got to have faith first. Then the second one is Matthew chapter 6 verse 27, and that's saying that if you want something to happen, don't worry about it. You know, the Lord is going to be on your side no matter what. He is going to definitely help you out every step of the way. The goals that you set for yourself, they're going to definitely happen for your life. They're definitely going to help you at the end. So I just wanted to come on here, talk to you, and let you know about a story and let you know that you can definitely do it. All you have to do is set your own pace. Don't worry about what is going on around you. Don't get distracted. Stay focused. Do what you're supposed to do. You've worked so hard for it. If you worked hard for it, if you planned it out, if you already know the steps of what you're supposed to do before they even happen, because this is something that you put together, just like going out on stage and speaking. If you already planned what you want to talk about, then go ahead and talk about it. If you veer off course into something completely different, then people are going to be like, wait, what just happened here? You know, what is going on? You want your audience to stay engaged. So this goes along with any type of business that you have, any job that you're with. You want to make sure that you're not running someone else's race because you may think that they are ahead of you or they're doing something completely different, because in all reality, you never know. That person may be, here you are worrying about what someone else is doing and trying to stay the course of them and trying to do something that they're doing. But in reality, what you probably don't know is that this whole time, as you've gotten things going on in your life and you're trying to make a difference and try to get on their level and do things different in your business so that you can be at the same pace as your competition, you will probably understand later on that while you were trying to, create a pace of someone else's, they were actually trying to look at you as a role model and create their pace to yours because of what you're doing, and they see the success. They see that you are comfortable and everything is going, everything is so light and free, and you're making it look seamless. You never know how people are actually looking at you and how much they want to be just like you in order to get themselves on the same path and on the same road as you, because they obviously see something in you that you don't see in yourself, where you're making things look effortless and you've been at this maybe for a while now, and you're trying to still feel like competition is coming to you and making you work harder, when in reality people want to be just like you because they are looking up to what you're doing, an amazing things that you're doing in your business or whatever it may be. So just think about that. Make sure at the end of the day that you're staying your course. Don't worry about what someone else is doing, because you're going to lose sight of what you're supposed to do and what God has intended for your life. So just remember that, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.